Okay, folks, we should be back. We should be up and running. It's 8:42. We apologize. We usually come on at 8 o'clock. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. We are being told there were some spotty outages around some of the internet hubs in Atlanta, and we were trying to bounce off one of those, and that has been corrected and back up, and we seem to be okay. Send us a text if we're coming through loud and clear. Say, hey, coming through loud and clear, 706-889-9700. And then chief@fetchernews.com. You can email us and then follow us on Twitter. Amanda, let's do something else where we got Lonnie here, we got Sam, and we got all these people. Let's make sure all the social media says we're back up live, up and running. Folks, call your friends, text them. We're back up live, up and running. And let's try to get the audience aware out there on social media and the internet world that we're back live, up and running. So send me a text message if we're coming through loud and clear. We're going to try to start over. It's always tough when it's 8:44, but we do the show anyway because there's a lot of people that pull it up on demand. Now, while you're there, fyntv.com, if you go over, there's a button that says live and upcoming is to the left at the top, fyntv.com, and to the right it's on demand. And if you click on demand, the show is there. It's on demand. So some people watch it later in the day, later in the evening, so we need to power through and do the show, excuse me, as if we hit 8 o'clock on the dot. So, okay, last night, I'm going to start all over because you didn't hear this. CNN, the top story this morning on so many of the networks is the fact that Donald Trump went to Florida and said, you know what? You have to have an identification at the grocery store. And you have to have an identification at the grocery store. That's one of the top things they are running with this morning around CNN, MSNBC, and the other networks, an ID for the grocery store. You know, what if they were to see, what if Trump had been seen using a plastic straw? And I said this early on when we tried to start the show at 8. We have cities that give out needles so people can shoot up drugs, so they're clean and they won't get diseases, and we give out needles. And we have people that won't even discuss securing our border and who we can allow in this country and not allow in this country through proper channels. But a plastic straw, you'll go to jail. So Trump said that using identification at the grocery store. And the media can't figure out why they're not connecting, okay? They can't figure out why they are not connecting, okay? Now, Amanda, before we get going, I've sent you pictures. All of them have names. And then I sent 4 pictures that you can identify by what's on the picture, what I'm saying, okay? Now, Lonnie set it all up early this morning and should be able to make it work there. So Trump said last night, and they wonder why they're not connecting with America. They wonder why they're being called fake news because they sensationalize things. They wonder why Jim Acosta down there at CNN, put his picture up, okay? Jim Acosta down there, CNN, at the rally last night, was booed off stage. CNN sucks, okay? CNN sucks. Jim Acosta, CNN. What do we need? What do we need? Special invitation to get it? I mean, what do you mean we'll fix it? We only have 40-minute delay in the show. Oh, my God. All right. Okay, we only got 6 people running the deck this morning, so I can understand we can't find Jim Acosta's picture. So Jim Acosta with CNN. Oh, by the way, Amanda, you took the kids to school this morning, first day of school. They all excited? Okay, good. I'm glad they're ecstatic. Back to the show. CNN sucks. Okay, grocery store. Okay, folks. One, I don't know in the grocery store, I don't know the identification. I don't see many people, but you do use your identification to write a check. So if somebody's in line to buy groceries and they are writing a check, okay, they can be asked for their identification, all right? Second, in a grocery store, okay, to buy groceries, a lot of people put the same thing in a buggy. Now, I don't know where you're at. Maybe the ShopRite up in the Northeast. Maybe you're at one of the other grocery chains in the South. No matter where you're at, Pathmark, do they still, you know, a lot of people consider their grocery shopping putting a bottle of wine in there. Or, you know, they go through and they get the cheese and they get the eggs. And the next thing you know, they stop and get a 12-pack of beer and the bread and everything. It's the grocery store, okay? We've gotten into an area where buying alcoholic beverages is right in the grocery cart. It's nothing. It's normal. It's in the cart. And when you get through there, you may need an identification. Some people consider a beer with their sandwich part of the groceries. Okay, so you have an identification there. So we're going to use it for a check. We're going to use it at a grocery store for alcoholic beverages. Okay, now you're going to the grocery store and you're in aisle 3 and you get some almonds. In aisle 4, you get some tomato sauce. In aisle 19, you got a head cold, so you want some Sudafed or whatever it's called, right? And or something there, and all you can do is get the little card, and you take the little card up, and you give them your identification, and you can buy you can't buy certain products to mix methamphetamines, you know, that's what they use it for, right? You know, so you're certain medications you throw in the grocery basket that you can't get without your identification. And some of the, well, we used to call them food stamps or you know, food assistance programs, okay, that you have either WIC or other food assistance programs or whatever, may require you to pull out your identification and show the cashier that you are the person purchasing the products that are on the card that said you can have it, okay? So there are multiple ways, all right? Multiple ways that you have to show identification, all right, at a grocery store. Multiple ways. I just finished flying back and forth in this country, and obviously I showed my identification, getting on and off the plane. So there's multiple ways in this country that we have to show our identification of who we are and the identification to vote. Now, I find it interesting that the Russians hack, according to them, the Russians hack our elections. The Russians are trying to set up Facebook accounts. You know, what they find? 56 Facebook accounts or 99 that are tied to politically motivated or whatever. The big blow up, okay? Big blow up on Facebook this morning. I'll go to it after I take a break here, but a big blow up over how they found these accounts on Facebook that are trying to manipulate the 2018 election, all right? It's like, remember they spent, you know, like, what, $25,000, $80,000 on Facebook ads? Whoa, that swayed the election. And now they find, what, 32 accounts or something like that that are tied to trying to manipulate the 2018 election. Why can't they find the thousands of accounts of phony people that send you Facebook requests? Why don't they do that you have to delete? Because as soon as you approve them, they clone and mirror everything you have that they can get and either cause some kind of fraud where you're concerned or use your identity. All right, why don't they find those accounts? Why is the government not concerned about the 90,000 accounts that are not real people that are just trying to get your information? No, not at all. Same thing with identification. All right? They want to let anybody in this country, and they do not want you to have an identification to vote. We have to have an identification to do everything else, even go to the grocery store is what Trump's saying. You can't even buy medication. You can't buy a 6-pack of beer. You can't write a check. You got to have that ID to do about anything and everything throughout the day. There's things that you have to use it. But God forbid we ask you to have that identification when you go vote. God forbid we check to see if you're an American citizen and legally able to vote. So they got Trump now. They got him on the... oh my God, he said that you have to use an identification. Now, Trump is in Florida, 10,000 people, all right? Why are the numbers not going down? Why are people not buying into the Russian collusion / conspiracy? Why? Why are the rallies continuing to bring out 10 and 12 and 13,000 people? Why are they continuing to do that? I mean, on a Tuesday night, was yesterday, Tuesday night, a work night, not a weekend. Why are they doing that? Trump's going to Ohio, Trump's going to Pennsylvania. Why do these rallies continue to at least hold the numbers and grow? They're not able to answer that. The other thing is, they continue to want to let you know that Trump has a 38% approval rating. My friends, President Trump's never had any more, according to the media, a 38% approval rating. Never had anything else, according to them, okay? So Rasmussen comes out that he's got a 47, a 48. Now, there's a couple things I want to do today to have some fun. We're behind schedule. But here's the thing with Trump. He broke all the rules. They can't take it. Last night he said he's the most popular Republican ever. Ever. Republican ever. Most popular ever. All right? And he said, with the exception of maybe Abe Lincoln. That's a tough one, right? That's a tough one. But now he's the most popular Republican ever, he says. So, last night, so I thought what I would do is I would bring in the rule book. You have the rule book, Amanda? Get the rule book. You'll see it's a picture of a little booklet. It's a little booklet. Picture there. All right? It's a booklet, and it said the rules. The rules, do you have that? Do you have any of the pictures over there? All right, can you put it on the screen? I'd rather see the picture than your thumb. The only problem I got this morning, I only have 4 or 5 in there trying to get everything ready. Do you have the picture or not? Can I get it today? Or you want me to schedule it for Monday's show? I'm going to take a drink of coffee, see if they can get the picture up between now and 9. I wish I had the click and clock in the background. Well, obviously, we're not going to get that picture. We're having such difficulty this morning. Should I move on to another subject? That's not it. It's a booklet. That's not it. What the hell? That's a button. You don't know the difference between a picture and a button? A booklet and a button? Oh, my God. I tell you what, why don't we go to break and see if we can find all the damn pictures and all the damn stuff and see if we can get it organized so we can do the damn show. So let's take a break. I can't even do that when I ask.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
The Tupelo Tea mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelotea.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's TEAS. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
The Tupelo Tea mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelotea.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's TEAS. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on-site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Days ahead. It's Truck Month at Dave's Chevrolet in Jasper, and we're giving you a payload of savings. Now save up to $13,000 off new Silverado Crew Cab LT, and with Dave's Payment Vacation, make no payments for 90 days. Or save up to $7,400 off new 2018 Chevy Equinox. It's Truck Month in the mountains. See Dave's Chevrolet in Jasper today, the North Georgia Mountains #1 volume Chevy dealer.
Better days ahead, Dave's Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
So last night in Florida, Donald Trump was down there to promote or highlight or endorse, what's his name, DeSantis? DeSantis is a congressman down there running for Senate, and also the Rick Scott. Let me tell you something. Florida is booming, folks. It is booming. They are working. I mean, it is going crazy. There's Rick right there. That's out there. Now, let me do my impression. All right, here's my impression of a Trump supporter at a Trump rally. You ready? I'm going to do my impression. Amanda, pay attention, damn it. Here's my impression of a Trump supporter at a Trump political rally. CNN sucks. I don't know. I don't do a very good. Let's just go for the actual thing. All right, let's just play the actual thing last night at the rally for Jim Acosta's, the cheering section that he got at CNN in the video last night. Can we play that? remind you of those college game day fans behind Nick Bonacani or whatever his name is, right? Saturday, that's almost like Jim Acosta put his picture up there. Jim Acosta, he is trying to do a news report. Now look, folks, it's not unusual. It's not unusual for the president to be walking to Marine One and the choppers. It's a little loud. It's not the end of the world that people shout questions, okay? It has happened. Mr. President, you know, next at a press conference. It's not unusual, okay? So this guy shouting a question from time to time where the media is not the end of the world. But Jim Acosta, he went one step too far. Now, the media is so elite that those people shouting at him, it's not okay. Why Trump has whipped his supporters into a frenzy against the media. But it's okay if he shouts at any time whatsoever, no matter who Trump is with, anything he wants. And Trump's not going to take his question. Not going to. And see, these people that are yelling CNN sucks, they remember the Clinton News Network. They remember it very clear. The Clinton News Network. They know CNN. CNN can't even get better ratings than Shark Week. I'm serious. There's home remodel shows that are getting better ratings than CNN. So last night, CNN sucks. Here's the thing I was going to bring up earlier. And what happened is the files have corrupted. Now, we're not corrupt. I do know Lonnie's over there, and I do know Amanda. They are not corrupt, folks. You're not hearing me say that. The files corrupted. Lonnie's giving me, well, you know, it's 50-50 here. But the files corrupted. We could not get the pictures. But I wanted to show you this. I wanted to show you this briefly. Okay. Yeah, I really said that. I mean, I don't know what the deal is, okay? But the file's corrupted, and we couldn't get the pictures. I had this. Here's the problem. The rules. I brought it this morning. The rules of the Republican Party. Here's a book they hand out, and this is from the Committee on the Order of Business of the 2004 Republican National Convention. 2004, August 30th, 2040, the rules. That's what it says. I can't pull this in, but it says the rules. And this says the rules of the Republican Party. So I figured I better get the rule book out. And this is what's wrong, is Trump has, the rules don't apply. He doesn't have the book. He's not going into the rule book. You see, Mitt Romney went in and they had the rule book just like this. It's not big, it's like this. And so you can put it in your jacket. And Mitt Romney can go, oh, let me check the rule book. It's like calling a baseball game. John McCain, oh, let me check the rule book. They played by the rules. Trump doesn't play by the rules. That's how simple it is. They will make fun of me, folks. Make fun of me, but that's how simple it is. Trump threw out the rule book. And see, CNN knows, and we know. It is fake reporting. I said earlier on the identification, grocery stores. Now here's something real quick. Put up Paul Manafort, and I'm going to have to rush through because I got to get the 2-hour show in 30 minutes. But I want to talk about some things because we know out here, and that's what's wrong with them. We know. So you got Paul Manafort going into court, right? And Paul Manafort, let's put up Paul Manafort, then put up Tony Podesta's picture. This is John's brother, Cheese Pizza Podesta John, okay? He likes cheese pizza or something on his pizza. That's what we found out from the DNC emails that we hacked, that he likes pizza. Oh, yeah, all right. All right, so there's John. That's his brother, right? No, Tony. That's Tony Podesta. Tony Podesta. You know what this picture's from? It's the wedding. Look it up. I'll do that tomorrow. That's the wedding, right? They all showed up to get their story out. Remember the wedding or the wedding reception or wherever? Hillary's running for president. Hillary showed up. John Podesta showed up. Tony Podesta showed up. McCabe showed up at the wedding. They were all there. Everybody was at the wedding to get the story straight. Oh, yeah, Omar Abedin, Rice, they were all there to get the story straight, all right? We know that. Quit calling us fake news. We know that. And that's what it's got us upset. Tony Podesta there, right? Go back to Paul Manafort. Now, why the media's head is spinning off? Because Rudy Giuliani, okay, is over on one network saying, conspiracy, collusion, bada bing, bada boom, who cares? The first thing or the second thing, Americans don't care. Just try to go after this guy. Now, they will. They will. The Democrat presidential election primary will look just like, let me just say this really fast. The Democrat primary for the presidential candidate, okay, will look and resemble, and I'll explain in a minute, it'll look and resemble the Republicans of last time. All right, so here's Paul Manafort. Why has Paul not taken a deal? Why is Paul not flipped? Okay, Michael Cohen, right? Michael Cohen, right? That's the guy. Why? Because CNN thinks it gets ratings. Michael Cohen, the fixer, okay? Trump's attorney. Michael Avenatti, the porn star that got 130 grand. Really? I mean, she got 130 grand. Big deal. Who cares? So Stormy, Avenatti, Michael Cohen, they think it gives them ratings. They think it gives them front page stories. But Manafort's a different story. They don't want to talk too much about Manafort because Manafort went to trial yesterday, opening arguments. He's got a $15,000 ostrich coat, okay? Now, man, I got a question. Yesterday they said he got a ostrich skin or whatever, $15,000 ostrich skin sport coat. And that's what came out in opening arguments. Well, what happens if they find out I've got those ostrich skin cowboy boots? I'll have to get rid of them before the trial.
Are they really ostrich or are they emu?
No, they're ostrich.
They're ostrich?
Yeah,
That's not cool.
Yeah, but I'll have to get rid of them before the trial.
Yeah, you will.
Okay, anyhow.
If it was an emu, that would be different. You can't kill an ostrich.
I didn't kill the ostrich. It's not like I got a boot factory around the corner. Anyway, let me get back to Manafort.
Actually, don't sell the skin. The eggs are better anyways.
Okay, all right. Over there. And just worry about trying to get pictures up when I need them, okay? Back down on the commentary over there. Paul Manafort, why won't he flip? Why won't they talk about this case? Because of the Ukraine, all right? 15 counts, all right, on this guy. Nothing, not one thing to this guy ties to Trump, ties to the Russians, Trump and the Russians, ties to the campaign. Not one of the 15 charges against this guy. Why has this guy not made a deal? Why has this guy dealt with a leg bracelet to a home arrest? Why is this guy dealt with being thrown in jail? Why is this guy going to trial? Why didn't he make a deal? The guy right there goes all the way back to Reagan. The guy knows things. That guy right there, I go to jail. I go through the trial. You ready? Because we're going to go through the trial. I go through everything. You ready? See, okay, let me ask you a question. And let me get past this. Everybody they bring in, they're trying to make a deal. Pay attention to this, okay? Everybody they bring in, they're trying to make a deal with to flip on Trump. Stay with me. To flip on Trump. To flip on somebody in Trump's staff. To flip on Giuliani. To flip and find out something on Trump, right? This guy, if the special prosecutor was saying, hey, I'd like to get a Podesta. Hey, I'd like to get a Clinton. Hey, I would like to get some of the scumbag around the scum around the Clintons, Obama, and people like that over there in the Ukraine and some of those dirty deals. Why, what Manafort could flip on, Mueller's not looking for. Huh. See, Mueller's supposed to, let me tell you what happens when this, and I can't stay too long, but why are they going, what happens on special counsel is when they appoint special counsel, if during the investigation, they recognize a crime may have been committed, they're obligated to follow through and prosecute that. So special counsel starts with this focus on Russian collusion into 2016. They can't find anything, but everybody they go through, if they do find a crime, they're supposed to prosecute said crime. That's what they claim they're doing with Paul Manafort. Now, everybody else, make a deal, because what do they want? They want stuff on Trump. Where are those people at? The only thing they got's Cohen. Now they may have made a deal with Cohen, but let me tell you something. Cohen has hurt his credibility. Period. I mean, when you have a witness on the stand and the credibility's not there and you can knock down, oh, so this is true? Yeah, I have a recording. Yeah, but wait a minute. What is this, your credibility? So Cohen is their big flip right now. And if it was really something, they would be 24/7 on it right now. They've backed away a little bit off Cohen. They're coming back to him, okay? But this guy could flip against the people that they're not asking. You got to understand that with Manafort. Manafort doesn't bring to the table what they want, the deep state. Manafort doesn't bring Trump, doesn't bring his associates, doesn't bring down the president. The end all is impeachment. The end all, I have told you this many times, the end all is Trump getting on Marine One and waving goodbye. That is the end all for these people, period. And Trump won't go. Republicans, he rewrote the book, period. The rule book, throwed it out. Boom, gone. All right? Trade agreements, gone. All right? People are ready to go and fight with this guy. Not literally fight, but they're ready to go fight with this guy. Farmers are maybe being hurt out west, but they know. Let me tell you something. Farmers are not being hurt out west no more than when Willie Nelson had to do damn Farm Aid concerts and John Mellencamp, or whatever his name was, Jack and Diane and Willie Nelson had to go across trying to save the family farm. Don't forget what happened. Don't forget. Damn it, I'm so damn tired of hearing their bull. I mean, the family farm's been lost for years and years based on tax structure in this damn country, not tariffs. Because the value of the land, you got a farmer that's got tractors, he's got a little value, he's got a house, but his land is over and above the death tax, and the farm had to go. They have been trying to figure out for years how to save their family farms from none other than Democrat tax structure. And here, the tariffs, see, the farmers know. The farmers know that they don't like it, and they're a little nervous, okay? But when you go into battle, like the Tea Party in Boston, when you go into the battle and you go in, you get a little nervous, but you know the truth. The farmers in this country know the truth about exporting their products. They know what markets they can't get in. They know that only these markets are open, but if they'll fight the battle, these markets may be open. So don't let a damn Democrat tell you that Trump is hurting farmers. Trump's not doing anything to the family farm, damn it. Those are Democrat tax structures for years and years and years that made the kids have to shut off the farms because they lost. Don't forget why Willie Nelson was doing Farm Aid, okay? It's not because of tariffs, all right? So anyhow, we got the tariffs thing, all right? He's blown a hole in that. The truth is the damn truth, folks, and they can't take it. That's why the Koch brothers are upset, because they don't want their foreign companies and their foreign interests to take a financial hit. Donald Trump is about you and you only, no matter where he's at. Period. Now, I don't know where the hell I was going with any of this, but that being said, Manafort doesn't flip on the right people. He doesn't come in. He doesn't bring in what they need. That's why. Manafort's ready to go to distance. See, if Mueller was in there saying, look, if you'll tell us about Tony and John Podesta, if you'll tell me how the Clinton Foundation, money was funneled through John and Tony Podesta through the Clinton Foundation, if you'll tell us this and this, if we can get, we'll cut you a deal if you can help us get this group of real criminals. But no, Manafort can't say, but I'll tell you what, I've got insight into that Trump Tower meeting with Don Jr. and a Russian attorney. I got insight in that. Oh, now we've got something. What the hell's wrong with them damn people? I tell you, they're crazy as hell. Manafort doesn't flip on the people that they're not even. Manafort might go in there and say, Paul Manafort might go in there and say, well, I'll tell you what, I can tell you how money was funneled through Russia, Ukraine banks, John and Tony Podesta that ended up in the Clinton Foundation. I can tell you that. No, we're not. No. Let's stay focused, Mr. Manafort. That's why. But why is Manafort? This guy, to me, has them nervous because he's not cracking. Why is Manafort not cracking? Why is he putting up with house arrest? Why is he putting up with his ass getting thrown in the slammer? Why is he going through a trial? Why is he spending the money on attorneys that are going to drain him dry? Why has their nerves shot? Okay, so the rule book's gone. Let's look here. Now, John Acosta, I already said that. DeSantos, things has slowed things, Now, let's go to, this is, I want you to play a video. You know the second video I sent you? I want you to put it in, all right? And I want to go to the beginning. I want to go right at the beginning. I want you to stay with this for a minute, all right, folks? Because this is important, all right? You keep hearing about NAFTA, all right? Now, there is a debate, okay? Don't play it yet, Amanda. Be careful. I mean, you got to watch it. She's got an itchy trigger finger, and I think she's got a 3D printer, and she's doing those 3D guns over there or something. So
you better hope she doesn't have an itchy trigger finger. This is the South. We all got guns down here.
Yeah. Better watch it.
Hey, you're not using a 3D scanner and scanning plastic guns, are you?
No.
Making plastic guns.
Mine are plastic. I don't know what you got, but
plastic. Really? Plastic.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here with hollow points and a Ruger.
Yeah, you can't 3D print.
Easy.
Brian.
This is a gun-free zone.
What?
It's gun-free this office.
This is the first time I've been learning that.
Well, I'm nervous. I could be shot at any time, and I'm not worried about somebody coming in. I'm worried about the staff. All right, let's move along. Don't stall this. But before we start this video, listen close. This is very important. NAFTA. Folks, we know the truth. That's what's wrong with them. We know the truth. You remember there was a guy, okay? Now, who signed NAFTA? Bill Clinton, all right? Tariffs. Flashing lights. Oh, my God, tariffs. Warning. You remember the guy that signed NAFTA, Bill Clinton? Remember that? Okay. Signed NAFTA. All right. And we sent a guy, Bill Clinton sent a guy that tried to, tell you the polar bears were running out of ice, that by now you should be, floating on an iceberg or the submerged. This guy has been the biggest liar and the leader of one of the biggest hoax played on the American people. But yet, you think NAFTA was a good deal? Play the beginning of this video. We can't play all of it because this is something I think you want to watch when you get a chance. Play the beginning of this.
This is CNN.
Larry King Live is brought to you by Turner Broadcasting and your local cable operator. Welcome to a special edition of Larry King Live. The North American Free Trade Agreement, a deal to knock down trade barriers between Mexico, Canada, and the United States. Good or bad for Americans? Tonight, Vice President Al Gore meets Ross Perot as Larry King and CNN present the NAFTA debate. Now from Washington, Larry King.
Good evening. We need to tell you off the top about some ground rules that have been agreed to by the Vice President, Mr. Perot, and CNN. We have no studio audience here, Neither the Vice President nor Mr. Perot have any staffers in the studio, nor may they talk with any assistants during the telecast. No representatives of either side are in the control room while we are on the air. Our guests may use notes, visual aids if they wish. We have no debate clock. This is no formal statement and rebuttal format. There's no time limit on questions or answers. The program will go 90 minutes. To be fair about deciding who got to sit where, we tossed a coin earlier today. Vice President won and chose the inside seat. Viewer calls will be screened and chosen by the producer of this program, who will make every effort to assure balance. The call-in number in the United States is 202-408-1666. Overseas, 202-408-4821. 202-408-4821. We'll give you those numbers again later. We'll start with the Vice President. We're going to wing back and forth and then include your phone calls. When President Bush signed this in San Antonio, he was on our show, and then a few nights later I was with you and the then Governor, now President-elect Clinton, asked about this, NAFTA, and the President said, to the best of my memory, well, I'm basically for it. I want to see the side agreements. I want to hear what the unions object to, and then I'll come back and sort of let you know. But it was not a definitive yes. What changed?
Well, we negotiated 2 side agreements that protect labor and protect the environment. And not until the 2 side agreements were completed did we agree to support NAFTA. Now, this is a good deal for our country, Larry, and let me explain why.
But you were hedging early.
Well, we said from the very beginning that we wanted to improve the basic arrangement, which we did with these side agreements. And the reason why this is so important can be illustrated by the story of a good friend of mine that I grew up with named Gordon Thompson, who lives in Elmwood, Tennessee, with his wife Sue and his son Randy. He makes tires for a living. He's a member of the United Rubber Workers, and he's for this because he's taken the time to look at how it affects his job and his family. We make the best tires in the world, but we have a hard time selling them in Mexico because they have a 20% tax collected at the border on all of the tires that we try to sell. Now, when they make tires and sell them into the United States, the tax at the border is 0. So it's a one-way street. NAFTA changes that. It makes it even Steven.
So he'll make more tires.
Well, his job will be more secure. They'll make more tires. They'll be able to sell more tires. His son will have a better chance of going into that line of work if that's what he should decide he wants to do. And remember this, I mean, people think, well, they don't buy tires. Mexico bought 750,000 new cars last year. The big 3 sold them only 1,000 because they have the same barriers against our cars. Those barriers will be eliminated by NAFTA. We'll sell 60,000, not 1,000, in the first year after NAFTA. Every one of those cars has 4 new tires and 1 spare. We'll create more jobs with NAFTA.
Weren't you a free trader always, Ross?
I am a free trader now.
Do you favor some sort of NAFTA?
Absolutely.
Then what's your rub?
The problem is this is not good for the people of either country. Yes. I think the important thing for everybody watching this show tonight to remember, this is not an athletic contest. This is not a question of who wins, whether I win or the Vice President wins. This is a question of, do the people of the United States and the people of Mexico win? Now, that's the important issue, and I'm sure we're in agreement on that. My concern is very simple. I look at many years' experience in the Maquiladora program, and here is what I see. We have a lot of experience in Mexico. I've been accused of looking in the rearview mirror. That's right. I'm looking back at reality. And here is what I see after many years. Mexican workers' life, standard of living, and pay has gone down, not up. After many years of having U.S. companies in Mexico, this is the way Mexican workers live all around big new U.S. plants. Now, just think if you owned a big U.S. company and you went down to see your new plant, and you found slums all around it, your first reaction would be, why did you build this plant in the middle of slums? And your plant manager would say, oh, there were no slums here when we built the plant. And you say, well, why are they here now? They said, this is where the workers
Your agreement
work.
would have been a different NAFTA, right?
This would be a NAFTA that gives the people... Now, what are the rules here? I answer his questions or yours?
Now, I stayed a little longer than I wanted to with that, but that is a video from 1993, and I recommend, although Ross Perot went off the deep end, okay, Ross Perot, Larry King made Ross Perot. I'm trying to remind you this morning of why we get it, you and I get it, okay, and the media does not. We remember Al Gore trying to sell us tires with Larry King. This is the same Al Gore that made millions off of his climate hoax on this country, okay? Same guy that made absolutely millions, has flown around in private jets, but on the climate. We remember this. We remember Al Gore trying to sell us NAFTA, right? We remember that at first they made a couple provisions and they signed it. Okay, now the barriers were down. Remember, Al Gore told us the barriers were down. Remember, we were supposed to be selling cars into Mexico. All right, now if you go on, whether you like Ross Perot or not, okay, I know he got crazy 3 weeks before the election. He dropped out of the election because George Bush took pictures of his daughter and was trying to sabotage him. And then all of a sudden he got back in the election, whatever, okay? But anyhow, that is a video. If you want to not understand NAFTA, but if you want to see what they've done, that 90 minutes is a pretty decent video from 1993, Larry King with Al Gore and Ross Perot on NAFTA. It's a pretty good one. Okay, so show and tell. So I broke out. Now this had a board stapled to it at a rally. There was a rally, a board stapled to it. So I broke out the Take the Country Back Ross Perot for President banner. I got this past weekend. Take the Country Back Ross Perot for president. Now, Larry King made Ross Perot, and if you watch that video on NAFTA and trade, see, the farmers know what happened. The manufacturers know what happened. Steve, that was making tires, Al Gore's friend, they know what happened, and they're prepared to stick it out. Larry King, how did he do that? Larry King, you know, he went on, I'll never forget the night that Ross Perot went on Larry King and explained, like, the economy and the debt. You see, Larry, you got 2 chickens. That's all you got, Larry, is 2 chickens. No matter how you count them, Larry, they count out 2 chickens. We're trying to count the chickens before the hatch. Now, if you got 2 chickens, that's all the chickens you can cook on Sunday after church. But no, American people are being told they have 3 chickens and they only got 2, Larry. And that's what I'm trying to tell you today is we don't have a 3rd chicken and we've got to stop that. I was like, what the hell? How did that chicken get? I swear to God, go listen to the night that he explained how many chickens you got versus how many chickens we think we have. Holy smokes, that was Ross Perot. Let me take a brief break, come back and wrap up the show. I did want to talk about tariffs a little bit. I'll be right back after these messages.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
When I'm with you, baby, are you out of my head?
The Tupelo Tea mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelotea.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's TEAS. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business,